Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with another quick tips tutorial brought to you by Adobe Photoshop Elements Independent Tutorials Group. And let's jump right in. This poster, Elaine, here has a photograph, and she asks that she's been trying to fix the hair next to the girl in the tree trunk, and that she can't seem to get it right. Okay, so let's take a look at this photo here. And I believe what I'm seeing here is that the hair is kind of like straggly here, and she wants to get rid of that. So let's go ahead and take care of that for now. We brought her picture in to Photoshop Elements, and the first thing I'm going to say is that this is pretty easy to get rid of once you are able to draw what you don't want. So what you want to keep here in your particular case is the greenery from the background and get rid of the hair. So in that case, why don't we just find something that's very similar? Where are we going to find that? Right over here. So let's go ahead and just grab the polygon tool and look at the size of what we need and look over here to something similar. So a similar spot is going to be right around here, and I'm going to cut out an approximate shape of the tree that we need to cover. So that's going to be something like this. And luckily, we have this. Not all pictures do. Then you have to borrow little bits and pieces from over here. In our case, let me unlock the picture. I'm going to take that piece that I just cut, that I just drew out with the polygon, and I'm going to hit copy. I was right-click and hit copy. Now we got this extra piece that we cut out, and we're just going to place it right there. And that's it. We're done. Great. Isn't that awesome? Just kidding. All we have to do here now is fit it into place. So I'm going to turn it counterclockwise just a tad and keep on looking around kind of where it's going to be placed. I might make it a little bit fatter so that when I cut it out that it looks more natural. And that's about it. That's kind of where we want it to be. Now we can cut out what we don't want. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the opacity and I'm going to bring it down to about, I don't know, 60% or so. 60%. And now I can see both what's underneath and what's above. And all we have to do now is take the eraser and get a small soft point brush, about 5%. I mean, it's a little too small. Let's try 10%. And basically cut out, oops, wrong layer, cut out from the top layer of our new layer, leaving nothing but the hair. I'm going to zoom in, and I think we want to go along this line here. So I can kind of stagger it a little bit. Or not. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to come down a little bit and follow the natural progression of her hair. Actually, by the time we get down here, it's okay if a little bit is showing. And then we just, let's see, we'll probably have to get some bark to cover that. But for now, we'll come up along the tree edge like this. And the reason why I get so much more than what I need is we need enough space to be able to erase this part, this section, without it looking like it has been cut out from somewhere else. Now let's just cut out our new piece. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to bring this back up to 100% and then cut out the rest, the leftover of our new piece that we don't need. And basically all we're doing is basically making a matte, very similar to how a motion picture creates mats to cover up what they don't want. So now we're going to zoom back out, and now you see her hair is all nice and straight. The only thing is the edge up here. You can see it. So because, and I can I can go in and out like this to show you that we got plenty of space here to erase this whole top. That's going to be really important that it doesn't look like it's part. So I'm going to grab the eraser and let's make a big eraser. I don't know, let's say 75 points. And now I'm just going to start erasing portions of this dots at a time until it looks natural. And there we go. The last thing is a little bit down here. We see the hair that's coming over on the bark here to this section. And it's okay if it's backwards because we can just flip it around like, a portion of this might be good. Let's see. Grab this. I'm going to right click and hit copy. So now we got some bark. And all we have to do is just, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to go to image, rotate horizontally. So now it's flipped the other angle. Bring that right in there. Make sure it looks like it's the right angle. And all we need is the little section down there just to cover part of her hair. And I'm going to put that right around there. I'm going to do the same as I did before and bring the opacity way down. So I can now take the eraser and let's go with a 50-point eraser and erase down here where the hair is supposed to show and where the bark matches up. Get rid of everything else. And then we can slowly merge this one back into this old piece. And go like this. Get rid of that. And that's all there is to it. Now go back to the opacity. And here's nothing, and you can see her hair down there. And as I bring it back, it hides the hair, and it places the bark back where it's supposed to be. I don't even have to bring this up 100% to hide her hair. I'm going to leave it at 72. Now, if I thought that was a little bit bright, all I have to do is go up to Enhance Lighting and Brightness and check it out. Check out that little piece. So I can darken it and go all the way dark so you can see the actual piece that we added, or I can go brighter. And I'm not looking up at the brightness tab. I'm looking at the picture itself, and I'm just going to go up and down till I feel comfortable that it matches. And I think that's right around there. And it just happens to be minus 54% for it to look natural. I'll hit OK. Now I'm going to show you before and after by toggling it back and forth. You can see her hair there. Now you don't. You see the hair there. Now you don't. Now when I pull out, you're going to not notice any additional bark or extra hair in the photo. Just by adding 2 extra layers, we fixed this whole photo. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So that's it for this tutorial. This is Rich calling it quits for now, saying over and out.